Okay, so next naman tayo, punta na tayo sa quadratic equation. So, take note po, marami tayong klase na polynomial equation. So, one of it is linear equation. So, mamaya i-discuss natin yan and also for your um, analytic geometry, mas madidiscuss pa natin yan furthermore. Okay, pero punta muna tayo sa mga polynomial of the higher degree. Okay, so we have your quadratic equation. So ano po yung quadratic equations? So when you say quadratic, so this is a second degree equation. So ibig sabihin kapag sinabi mong second degree, exponent to yung pinakamataas. Okay? Doon sa kanyang equation. So as you can see here, so this is the form of the quadratic equation in general form. So that is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So this is um, one of the basics ng ating um, algebra. Okay? Kasi dito, maraming applications ang quadratic equations. Okay? For example, um, yung mga parabola natin, conic section. So that is also a second degree. Okay? Second degree equation. So we have also your um, ano natin, yung mga applications natin involving work volume. Okay? So pwede yan maging quadratic. Okay? In some manner. Okay? So, how to find the roots of quadratic equation? So, paano nga ba tayo kukuha ng roots? So, that is now, okay, by using your Caltech Mode 5.3 in your calculator. Okay, so, ayun natin to sa, sa Casio at saka Parse. Okay, so, I have here my Casio Mode 5.3. So, press mode, then 5. Then 3. So yung 3 dito, ito. Yung ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Always siyang naka-standard form. Naka-equate siya 0. Okay? Ayan. So, naka-equate sa 0. So, press 3 tayo. So, ito yung makikita natin. A, B, and C. So, saan yung A, B, C na yan? So, yan yung mga coefficients ng A doon sa x squared. So, doon sa x naman, so that's B. And your constancy for your C dito. Okay? Yan. So, how about for your Canon? So, mode 5.3 or mode 5 pa rin to. Okay, mode 5. Pero take note po dito sa unang page natin dito. So, this is equation, simultaneous equations. So, punta tayo sa susunod dito. So, arrow down. So, press lang natin tong arrow down dito. So, ito na po yung quadratic equation, yung number 1. Okay? So, that's your quadratic equations, number 1. So, same, ano pa rin dito, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 pa rin. So, yung mga coefficients, ganun pa rin ito, katulad sa Casio or Carse. Okay? Sige. So, i-type lang natin yung mga data natin dito, then press equal. So, try lang natin yung isa dito. Okay? So, solve for x or the roots of your equation. 10x squared plus 10x plus 1 is equal to 0. As you can see here, naka-standard form na to. So, pwede na natin yan i-type kagad dito sa calculator. So, press lang natin. So, your A here is 10. B is 10, C is 1. Okay? So type lang natin, A is 10, press equals. B is 10, press equals. Then C is equal to 1. Press equals. Then press na natin yung equal sign. So para makuha natin yung mga roots natin dito. So we have, okay, wala tayong ano dito. Capture screen. Ito na lang. Yan. So this is the first root. Then the second root, press pa rin natin equals dito. So this is the second root. Okay? Press natin equals. So, ito siya. So, therefore, that is negative 0.113 and negative 0.887. So, therefore, the answer is letter A. Dalawang negative. Next, punta tayo sa number 18. So, find x in the equation. So, same pa rin. 24x squared plus 5x minus 1 is equal to 0. So, try naman natin gamitin tong Casio na calculator. So, your A here is 24, B is 5, C is negative 1. So, type lang natin. So, 24 equals B 5, C negative 1. Then, press equals. Press equals. So, yan. So, yung first root natin is 1/8. Then, the second root. So, wait lang. Hindi yata nakaano. Ayan. So, x2 natin is negative 1/3. So, nakaano kasi siya kanina. Naka-polar form. So, inayos ko lang. So, letter D. Yan. Next, number 19 na tayo. So, factor x squared plus 6x plus 8 completely. Okay, so we are asked to find the factors of this. So, take note po, x squared, so meaning dalawa yung factors nito. Okay? So, ang gagawin lang natin dito, mag-isip tayo ng product or factors ng 8. So, factors ng 8 na kung saan yung magiging sum nila will be positive 6. So, this is the sum. Okay? Sum and products, kumbaga. Okay? So, ano yung mga factors ng 8 dito? So, we have 1 and 8. Ano pa? 4 and 2. Okay? Na kung saan kapag pinag-add natin sila, magiging 6. So, kung 1 and 8, magiging 9, di ba? Then, kapag 4 and 2 naman, magiging 6. So, therefore, ito yung magiging factors dapat natin dito. Okay? So, therefore, this is now x plus 4, then x plus 2. So, yan yung mga factors ng ating quadratic equation. So, letter C. Okay, next, number 20. So, pero bago tayo pumunta sa number 20, so punta tayo sa discriminant. So, ano naman yung importansya ng discriminant? Okay, so this is um, one good body of your quadratic formula. Okay? So, kasi ang ginagawa ng discriminant dito is it will tell us the characteristic of root. Anong klase bang root yung meron sa quadratic equation mo. Okay? So, it is coming from the ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 na format. Okay? So, yung discriminant natin or d, so this is now equal to b squared minus 4ac. So, saan natin kukunin yung b squared na to? So, yung b natin dito sa may linear term. So, yung a naman natin dito sa quadratic term. And yung sa C naman natin, yun yung sa constant term natin. Ngayon, ano ba ang characteristics na masasabi ng discriminant? Okay. So, ito yung mga conditions. If your D is equal to 0, okay, kapag yung discriminant mo is equal to 0, big sabihin equal roots or it has only one real solution. Iisa lang yung solution niya. Ibig sabihin parehas yung roots nila. Like for example, um, x plus 2, then x plus 2. Isa lang yung solution niyan kasi parehas yung roots. Equal yung roots nila. Okay, so ito yung mga under this will be your perfect square trinomials. Okay? So lahat ng mga perfect square trinomials, yung discriminant nun is zero. Okay? Ayan. We have your number 2. D is a positive perfect square. So kapag positive perfect square, so real, rational, and unequal roots. Big sabihin, meron tayong two real solutions. Okay? Real, rational, and unequal. Okay? Hindi parehas yung roots niya. Yung isa 1, yung isa 2, yung isa 3, isa -2. Okay? Mga ganong tipo. So next, number 3, positive but not perfect square. So real, irrational, ito yung ano natin, no? Kapag hindi perfect square, irrational siya, then unequal. So, two real solutions pa rin siya. Pero, irrational siya. Hindi siya pwedeng maging isang ratio. Okay? So, we have also your D equal to negative number. Ibig sabihin, imaginary yung roots or complex yung roots natin. So, ano bang ibig sabihin kapag complex root? Meron siyang real part at imaginary part. Okay? Ayan. So, punta na tayo sa next problem, number 20. So, determine the value of k such that the quadratic equation x squared plus kx plus 4 has equal roots. So, kapag equal yung roots mo, yung discriminant mo ay 0. Okay, discriminant is 0. So therefore, okay, d squared is equal to b squared minus 4ac. So 0 ang magiging d natin dito. So equate lang natin siya sa 0. So then, anong gagawin lang natin? So kunin lang natin coefficients ng A, B, C. So yung A natin, 1. So yung coefficient dito ng x squared, 1. So B is K, C is 4. So therefore, this is now k squared minus 4 times 1 times 4. And this is now equal to 0. So therefore, this is now k squared minus 4 times 4 is 16 is equal to 0. So therefore, transpose natin yan. So this will become k squared is equal to 16. Then we will extract the square root. So kapag nag-extract tayo ng square root, so extract the square root, ano mangyayari? Okay, magkakaroon tayo ng plus and minus na roots dito. So therefore, your k now will be equal to plus or minus 4. So therefore, this is now equal to letter A. Okay? So next tayo, number 21. Okay? So what is the quadratic equation if its roots are 1 and 2? Okay? So roots are 1 and 2. Ngayon, kung ko-convert natin yan sa factors, kunin lang natin yung kabaliktaran or kunin lang natin yung ano nito, inenegate lang natin siya, I should say. Okay, yun na lang. Mas magandang pakinggan. In-negate meaning gawin natin siyang negative. Okay? So therefore, x, so positive, magiging negative. So x minus 1. Then dito sa pangalawang root natin, so it will become x positive 2. So magiging negative 2 kapag naging factor siya. And this is now equal to 0. Then we will use your FOIL method. So paano yung FOIL? First, outer, inner, last term. Okay, so first term, x times x squared. We have also, okay, outer terms. So ito siya. So that is, okay, negative 2x. Inner terms, so negative 1 times x, so minus x. Then will be your last term. So ito yon. So magiging -1 times -2 is +2. And this is now equal to 0. So therefore, um, simplifying further, so this is now x squared minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. And therefore, the answer is letter A. Okay? So next tayo. So ito, solve na lang natin siya ng ano, no? Um, literally. Okay? Kasi ito, pwede itong masolve by sum and products. Okay, so literal na lang natin siyang isolve. So word by word. So two students solve a quadratic equation incorrectly. Okay, mali daw yung nakuha nilang equation. So one errors in the constant term. Okay, nagkamali daw siya sa constant term. So yung root na nakuha niya is 8 and then 2. So therefore, yung equation niyan will be what? So x minus 8 times x minus 2 is equal to 0. So therefore, this is x squared minus 2x minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. So therefore, this is now x squared minus 10x plus 16 is equal to 0. So ang error nito is constant term. So mali daw yung 16 dito. Okay? So wrong daw yung 16. So ayun na lang natin, ito mali. Yan. Okay. And the other student in the x term or linear term. Okay, ano yung nakuha niyang roots? So like -9, then -1. So yung factors natin dito will be x plus 9. Bakit plus 9? So minus minus 9 is positive. Multiplied by x minus minus 1 is plus 1. And this is now equal to 0. Okay? So, expand lang natin. FOIL method, first term, x times x squared. Outer term, 1 times x is x, positive. Inner term, 9 times x, 9x. Okay, then last term, 9 times 1 is 9. And this is now equal to 0. Okay, so therefore, this is now x squared plus 10x plus 9 is equal to 0. So, ang error naman nito is yung linear term. So, mali yung 10x. Okay, so therefore, ano yung tamang equation? So, the correct equation, so corrected equation will be what? So, that is now x squared minus 10x. So, tama yung 10x dito. Then lastly, yung constant dito sa kabilang equation will be correct also. So plus 9 is equal to 0. So therefore, this is the corrected equation. Letter A. Okay? So punta na tayo sa susunod. Number 23. So pero bago tayo sa number 23, let's move on to your theory of equations. Okay? So we have your remainder theorem. So, ano yung nilalaman nitong remainder theorem? So, it states that when a polynomial or p of x is divided by x minus a, then the remainder is f of a. So, anong gagawin lang natin dito kapag nagdi-divide daw tayo ng x minus a, okay, dun sa ating polynomial is as if na parang ini-evaluate lang natin yung ating equation. Okay, yung dinidivide natin dun sa, okay, constant term natin. Okay? Ayan. Kumbaga, ang ginagawa lang kasi natin dito Yung x minus a natin dito, ine-equate natin sa 0, then x equal to a na. So, yung x equal to a na yan, yan yung i-evaluate natin dito sa function natin na, okay? Function natin. Okay? So, sige. Try natin dito. So, what is the remainder when x cubed plus 4x squared minus 3x plus 8 is divided by x minus 5? Okay, take note. Ano sabi natin ulit dito? Okay, kapag pinang-divide natin is a linear expression. So this is now equal to x minus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 5. So ito ngayon yung pang-evaluate natin dito. So we will evaluate this. Okay? Using your calc. Okay? Kunin lang natin yung f of 5. Yun na yung remainder. Okay, sige, try natin. Saka canon natin. So mode 1. So this is now x cubed plus 4x squared minus 3x plus 8. Then, calc lang natin, x equal to 5. So, therefore, the answer is 218. So, 218. So, this is the remainder. Letter, okay, letter C. Okay, next tayo. Number 24. So find the remainder again. So when dividing 4y cubed plus 18y squared plus 8y minus 4 divided by 2y plus 3. So anong gagawin ulit natin sa 2y plus 3? So equate natin yan sa 0. Okay, then kunin yung value ng y. Okay, yun na siyang pang-e-evaluate natin mamaya. So this is now 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. So what is y? That is equal to negative 3 halves. Okay, so ito yung pang-e-evaluate natin dito. Okay, evaluate. I-calc lang natin yan using 3 halves. Okay, sige, try natin. 4y. So 4 alpha y cube plus 18y squared plus 8y minus 4. Calc lang natin. So, what is y? Negative 3 halves. Then, press equals 11. Okay, so therefore, yung remainder natin is 11. Letter B. Okay? Next, number 25. So, pero bago tayo punta sa number 25, so punta na tayo sa next, ano natin? Theorem natin. So, we have the binomial theorem. So, from the word bi, meaning dalawang terms. Okay? Binomial. Two terms. Okay? Nomial is terms. Okay? Binomial theorem. So, it is the method of expanding an expression that has been raised to an infinite power. So, like for example, a plus b, the quantity raised to n. So, pwede natin tong expand by Pascal's triangle. Pwede natin expand by Pascal's triangle or pwede naman natin gamitan ng formula. Ang problema kasi sa Pascal's triangle, kung for example, raised to 29, ibig sabihin, mag-expand ka using Pascal's triangle ng 20 na okay, 20 na layers, wag na po, okay? So, gamitan na lang natin siya ng formula. So, ito yung formula natin for finding the art term. Okay? Art term or meaning yung pang-ilang term. Okay? Fifth term, sixth term, seventh term. Okay? So, paano natin yan makukuha? So, that is NCR minus 1. So, ano yung C dito? So, this is combination. And ang combination sa ating calcu is, okay, shift division. Okay? Shift divide. Yan. So, NCR minus 1 multiplied by A raised to N minus R minus 1 multiplied by B raised to R minus 1. Wherein yung N natin dito, so this is your exponent of the binomial. Okay, we have your A, so this is the first term. B, we have your second term. And we have your R, so this is the R term. Or tama. Yung R, that is your, tama, R term. Pangilang term. Okay? Ayan. So, sige, try natin. So, find the numerical coefficient of the fifth term. So, pang-ilang term? Pang-fifth term. In the expansion x plus 4y the quantity raised to 12. So, yung n natin dito is 12. So, r is equal to 5. A is x, B is 4y. Okay, kukunin lang natin yung numerical coefficient or yung number dun sa tabi ng term ng fifth term. Okay? So, therefore, using your R term formula, so that is NCR minus 1 multiplied by A raised to N minus R minus 1 times B raised to R minus 1. Okay? So, yan na lang natin siya. Fifth term daw. So, this is now 12 combination of 5 minus 1 times A. Ano yung A natin? First term is X raised to 12 minus R. Ano yung R natin? 5 minus 1 times B. So that is 4Y raised to 5 minus 1. Okay, so therefore this is now equal to what? So 12 combination of 4. 12C4 is 495. So ito magiging 4. Okay? So 12C4, 495 multiplied by X raised to 12 minus the quantity 5 minus 1. So this is raised to 8, no? Then 4 raised to 4, y raised to 4. Okay? Pag multiplyin pa natin ito at saka to. So therefore, 495 multiplied by 4 raised to 4. So therefore, this is now 126,720. So this is the numerical coefficient. Letter, okay, letter B. Okay. Okay, next. What is the sum of the coefficients in the expansion 2x minus 1, the quantity raised to 20? So if we are looking for the sum of coefficients of binomial, so ganito lang gagawin natin dito. So replace all variables by 1. Okay? So dito, i-replace natin lahat to by 1. Okay? Yung x dito, gagawin natin 1 raised to 20. Then, ano yung susunod? So, for constants, so kung may constants tayo, subtract the constant with corresponding exponent of the binomial. Okay. So, yung constant natin dito is -1. So, isusubtract natin yan dito. Okay? So, ano na lang natin? So, minus 1 raised to 20. Okay? So, ito yon. So, subtract the constant with the corresponding coefficient or exponent, I should say, of the binomial. So, yan yan. So, saan natin nakuha to? Ito. Okay, raise natin yan sa 20. So, therefore, this is now equal to what? So, this is now 2. 2 times 1 minus 1 raised to 20 minus 1 raised to 20. So, therefore, the answer is 0. Letter A. Okay? So, punta na tayo sa susunod. Number 28 or 27, I should say. So, find the sum of the positive values from the system. XY is equal to 15, YZ is equal to 35, then ZX is equal to 21. So, paano yan? Okay? So, kung anong gagawin natin sa left side, yun rin yung gagawin natin sa right side. So, anong gagawin lang natin? So, i-multiply natin lahat ng mga nasa left side. So, this is now XY times YZ times ZX. Then, yun rin yung gagawin natin sa kabilang side. Pag multiply natin sila. So, this is now 15 times 35 times 21. So, this will become x squared times y squared times z squared is equal to, so 15 times 35 times 21. So, this is now equal to 11025. So, 11025. Then, if we will extract the square root, so this will become xyz is equal to square root lang natin yan. So 105. Then evaluate natin to dito. So evaluate. Okay, so therefore this is now if xy is equal to 15, so therefore 15 times z is equal to 105. So what's now your z equal to? So 105. So 105 divided by 15. So this is equal to 7. Next, yz is equal to 35. So kung ilalagay natin yan dito sa equation na to, so this will become yz. So, kulang ng z, no? So, this will become x times 30, sorry, tama. X times 35 is equal to 105. So, therefore, x now is equal to what? So, 105 divided by 35. So, this is equal to 3. Okay? How about naman dito? Sa last na ano natin, zx is equal to 21. Kapag ilalagay natin yan dito, so this will become y times 21 is equal to 105. So therefore, what's now your y equal to? So 105 divided by 21 is equal to 5. So we are going to find the sum of the positive values. Okay? So ito yung mga values ng x, y, and z natin. Kunin lang natin yung sum. So x plus y plus z. So therefore, this is 3 plus 5 plus 7. So therefore, the sum is equal to, so 3 plus 5 plus 7 is equal to 15. The answer is 15. So therefore, the answer is letter A. Okay? So next tayo, number 28. So convert the expression ln of x or 3 ln of x plus 1/2 ln y into a Brigstian logarithm. So kung gusto ninyo ng habang process, so pwede natin tong gamitan ng properties of logarithms and exponents. Pero kung ako sa inyo, since may calculator na kayo, pwede naman natin siyang i-calc na lang. Okay? Kasi hahanap lang tayo ng equivalent nito dito sa mga choices natin. Tama po ba? So, kumbaga, i-convert lang natin siya. So, hindi natin siya pinalitan ng value, kundi kinonvert lang. Okay? Ayan. So, paano yan? So, when we say Bayesian logarithm, so this is your common logarithm, or this is your base 10 logarithm. So, base 10 logarithm. Okay? Ayan. So, anong gagawin lang natin dito? So, i-type lang natin yung function. So, 3 ln x plus 1/2 ln y sa ating calculator. So, gamitin na lang natin tong Casio. So, this is now equal to 3 ln x close parenthesis plus 1/2 ln y. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito is that maglalagay lang tayo ng values ng x at saka ng y. Okay? So, let's say calc natin. So, calc method tayo. So, ikakalc lang natin yung x natin as 0.69. So, bakit 0.69? Kasi hindi natin makalimutan yung number na yan. Ayan. So, yun yung dahilan doon kung bakit laging 0.69 yung ginagamit, no? Okay. So, x equal to 0.69 and y is equal to 0.8. Okay? Ayan. So, calc lang natin dito sa ating Casio na calculator. So, calc. So, nagtatanong ng value ng x. So, 0.69. Magtatanong ng value ng y, 0.8. At ito yung ihahanapin natin sa choices. So, dapat magparehas dito. Yan. Kasi, ang tinatanong lang naman natin is equivalency. Tama po ba? So, you will find this in your choices. So, calc choices. Okay? So, type natin yung mga choices natin. Logarithm. Logarithm of x cubed y. Close parenthesis. Calc lang natin, x equal to 0.69, then y equal to 0.8. So, ito yung sagot. So, parehas ba dun sa nakuha natin dito sa una? Hindi. Kapag hindi nagparehas, therefore this is wrong. Okay. O, try natin si letter B. So, kapag si letter B yung pinili natin, so that is logarithm of x cubed times y raised to 1/2. Calc lang natin siya. X equal to 0.69, y equal to 0.8. So, ito yung magiging sagot natin. Parehas ba dun sa nakuha natin sa ano natin, sa nauna? Hindi. So, wrong na rin to. Try natin si letter C. So, 0.434 logarithm of x cubed y raised to 1/2. Calc lang natin, x equal to 0.69 equals, y equal to 0.8 equals. So, parehas ba dito sa nakuha natin? Parehas ba? The answer is hindi. So, therefore, letter C is incorrect. Oh, malamang sa malamang si letter D yung correct dito. Try nang natin. So, 2.3 logarithm of x cubed times y raised to 1/2. Calc lang natin. So, calc x equal to 0.69, y equal to 0.8. So, parehas ba? Medyo malapit siya. Okay? So, hindi naman parehas. Okay? Take note po dito, ang ginawa kasi ng choices natin, yung 2.3 na yan, meron pang katuloy yan. Okay? Ni-round off niya lang. So, ibig sabihin, ang pinaka malapit dito is letter D. Okay? So, therefore, the answer is letter D. Okay? So, next tayo, number 29. Ayan. O, ito, gamitan nyo ng, ano, ng properties of exponents. Medyo matagal yun kapag properties of exponents. Ang gagawin na lang natin dito is the fastest, okay, and convenient method. Gamitan natin ang calculator. Yung calc method, okay? So, simplify x squared y cubed z raised to negative 2, the quantity raised to negative 3, multiplied by x raised to 3, negative 3 I should say, multiplied by y z raised to 3. Tapos yung exponent niya raised to negative 1/2. Then all over xyz raised to negative 3 raised to negative 5/2. Okay? Sir, wala namang z sa calculator. Ang gawin na lang natin, yung z natin dito sa calculator, gawin nating a. So let a or let z is equal to a in your calculator. Okay? And type lang natin siya. Yan. So therefore, this is now x squared y cubed times a raised to negative 2 raised to negative 3 multiplied by x raised to negative 3 times y times z. So a to raised to 3, no? Then raised to negative 1/2 all over xyz. So xya raised to negative 3. Then the quantity raised to negative 5/2. Okay? So, calc lang natin yan. So, type natin yung given, then calc natin. So, x equal to 0.69, y equal to 0.8, a equal to 0.9. Okay? Sige, ano natin? So, calc, x equal to 0.69, y equal to 0.8, z is equal to, or a equal to 0.9. So, ito yung hahanapin natin na value. So, 13.73866. Okay? Ayan. So, calc natin yung choices. Okay? So, unahin natin. Letter A, 1 all over x squared y cubed a raised to 5. So, calc, x equal to 0.69, y equal to 0.8, z is equal to 0.9. Parehas ba? Hindi. So, kapag hindi parehas, meaning mali yun, okay? So, wrong na tong letter A. O letter B tayo. So, that is 1 all over x squared y raised to 7, then a raised to 3. Calc lang natin yan. X equal to 0.69, y equal to 0.8, a equal to 0.9. Parehas ba? Yes, parehas. Therefore, kapag natin yan, so possible na natin si letter B. Pwede si letter B, no? O try pa natin si letter C para ma-verify lang natin. Okay, palitan na lang natin yung y natin dito ng 5, then yung a natin is 7. Calc lang natin, parehas ba? So hindi. So wrong na si letter C. So wrong si letter C. Try natin si letter D. So palitan lang natin yung exponents natin dito. 5. Dito is 7. Dito is 2. So calc, 0.69, 0.8, 0.9. Parehas ba? So hindi parehas. So therefore, mali pa rin si letter D. Okay, so therefore the answer is letter B. Okay? Next tayo, number 30. So, if logarithm of 1296 to the base x is 4, what is x? So, ang gawin na lang natin dito, so gamitan natin ng calcu. Okay? So, shift solve. So, since hinahanap lang naman natin yung value ng x, di ba? So, pwede na yung i-shift solve. Okay? So, hindi na tayo gagamit ng anti-logarithm dito. Okay? Kasi may calculator naman kayo. Okay? So, therefore, type lang natin siya. O, itong kano naman yung gamitin natin. Sir, nasan dito yung may dalawang box? Okay, so that is for canon. Okay, yung dalawang may box dito na logarithm is shift logarithm. Shift log. Try natin. So shift log. Shift ba? Ay hindi, alpha pala. Okay? Kasi color blue yung ano niya. Okay? Alpha. So, alpha logarithm. Try natin. So, alpha log. Alpha log. Yan. Ayan siya. So, alpha logarithm. So, type lang natin. So, logarithm of 1296 to the base x is equal to 4. Okay. So, logarithm of 1296 to the base x is equal to 4. So, then shift solve. So shift solve, solve for x, processing. Okay, the answer is 6. Sir, how about naman sa Canon or your Casio, I should say, or sa Carse? Ganito lang, no? Ito na yun, yung upper right. Dito na may dalawang box. Okay, so therefore, that is logarithm of 1296 to the base x is equal to 4. Shift solve lang, solve for x. Sa Canon lang medyo mahirap, no? Okay? So sa Carse or sa Casio, madali lang siya. Parang tagal. Easy break. Palapitin natin. Ayan. So, x is equal to 6. Okay, next tayo. Number 31. So, given logarithm of 7 to the base 4 is n. Now, what is logarithm of 1 over 7 to the uh, base 4? Sige, try lang natin dito sa Canon na calculator. So, alpha logarithm ng 7 to the base 4. So, ito yung value ng n natin. Yan yung value ng n natin. Ngayon, ano yung relationship niyan dito sa n? Okay? So, try nating i-type yung pangalawang given. So, alpha logarithm ng 1 over 7 to the base 4. So, this is now equal to, yan. So, ano yung relationship nila? So, we can say that the first is the negative of the second. Tama po ba? Tama. Okay? So, therefore, this is equal to the negative n. Okay? Letter D. Okay? Next tayo. Number 32. Okay? Punta tayo sa inverse function. So, kapag inverse function, so ang gagawin lang natin dito is exchange lang natin yung x and y position. Okay. For example, we have y is equal to 2x minus 6. So, kung kukunin lang natin yung inverse function na to, function nito, so therefore, this will become x is equal to 2y minus 6. Okay? So, therefore, this will become, okay, x plus 6 is equal to 2y. So, therefore, dividing both sides by 2. So, this will become x over 2 plus 6 over 2 is equal to y. Or that is, y is equal to x over 2 plus 3. Okay? So, therefore, the answer is letter C. So, this is also your f of negative 1 or f to the negative 1 of x. Inverse function yan. Okay? So, next tayo, number 33. So convert the repeating decimal 2.35242424 to a rational number. Okay? So why not na baliktarin natin? Okay, so ang itatype na lang natin dito is yung mga choices, hahanapin natin yung equivalent na nito. Okay, so sige, type choices lang. So reverse engineering yung ginagawa natin dito. Kaya hanapin natin yung equivalent nito dito sa mga choices natin. So unahin natin yung letter A. So that is 23273 all over 9900. Press natin equal. So parehas ba dun sa given natin? Hindi. So therefore, mali yung letter A. So wrong si letter A. Try natin si letter B. So that is 23261 divided by 990. Parehas ba? Hindi. So mali rin tong letter B natin, no? So wrong rin si letter B. Si letter C kaya. So 23289 divided by 9900. Parehas ba? Yes, parehas. O, try pa natin si letter D. Malay mo magparehas pa. Okay? So, try lang natin. 23264 all over 9900. Parehas ba? Hindi. So, therefore, the answer is letter C. Okay? Next tayo. Number 34. So, what is the 1987th digit of the fraction 1785 all over 9999 after the decimal point of the in the repeating decimal sequence. So, ang gawin na lang natin dito is i-calculate na lang natin to. Type natin sa calcu. Then, tingnan natin yung repeating decimal equivalent niya. So, 1785 all over 9999. So therefore, the answer is ito. So ano napapansin natin dito? Okay? Paulit-ulit yung ating number after 4. So 1785, 1785, then 1785, and so on and so forth. Big sabihin, repeating siya in the 4 decimal places. Okay? So ang gagawin na lang natin dito, since nagre-repeat siya after 4, so i-divide natin tong digit natin dito by 4. Okay, so therefore, 1987 divided by 4 para makuha natin yung remainder. Yung remainder kasi will tell us kung saan siya magsa-stop. Okay? So, 1987 divided by 4. So, gawin lang natin siyang fraction. So, shift SD. So, ito lang siya. Sir, paano ulit yon? So, sige. Ulitin ko, no? Ito yung makikita nyo sagot. Yan. Press lang natin yung shift SD. Okay. So, para makita to, so this is shift SD. Okay? Ayan. So, we have 496, remainder 3. So, yung remainder natin dito, so doon tayo magsa-start. Okay? Magbilang. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3. Ibig sabihin yung 8 dito, yun yung ika 1,987 digit natin. So 8 is the 1987 digit. Letter A. Kasi umuulit lang siya by 4 eh, di ba? So after 4, yung 5 natin, 1 ulit siya. 6 is 7, tapos 7 is 8, tapos 8 is 5. Okay, so paulit-ulit lang siya in the multiples of 4. So yung remainder na lang. Kumbaga, sinimplify lang natin to in terms of 4. Okay? Ayan. Next, number 35. So what is 0.003086 rounded to three significant digits? When we say three significant digits, this is also significant figures. Okay? 3SF, significant figures. So paano yan sa calculator? Okay. This is only just mode 7 or shift mode 7, I should say. Shift mode 7. Try natin sa kasyo. Sa kasyo muna tayo. So that is shift mode 7. Psi. Okay. Tapos magtatanong siya ng number dito from 0 to 9. So therefore 3 ang gamitin natin dito kasi 3 significant figures. Number 3, press natin yung 3. Then i-type natin yung number. Okay? So therefore, this is now 0.00308. So this is equal to 3.08 times 10 raised to negative 3. Ay, kulang. 0.6. Yan. Yan siya. Mali pala yung na-type natin, no? Kulang ng 6 dito. Kaya pala parang kulang, sabi ko. Ayan siya. Sir, paano yung magiging ganito? Magiging decimal na ganyan. So, i-press lang natin yung Shift-Eng. Shift-ENG. So, Shift-ENG. Isa pa, Shift-ENG. Ayan. So, twice ito. Yan siya. So, yan na yung sagot. The answer is letter B. Sir, how about sa Canon? Paano siya? So, this is shift mode. Okay. Ganun rin, no? So, sa Canon, shift mode, 7. Tapos, magtatanong kung ilang significant figures, 3. Okay. Then press 3. Significant figures. So, parehas rin, no? Yung sa Canon at saka Carse. Okay. So, type lang natin ulit yung number. 0.00306. 086. Yan siya. Meron ba dito ang G? Yan yung sa Canon. So, paano natin yan gagawing 0.00 something? Okay, so dito kasi iba eh. Okay, press natin yung ENG natin dito. So, nasan sir yung ENG? Nasa my right side. So, yun. Highlight ko lang. Yung ENG natin nandito sa right. Okay? So, press Shift Eng. Try natin. Shift ENG. Dalawang beses rin. So, twice. So, therefore, it will become like this. So, parehas pa rin yung sagot, no? Yan. Okay, so, mag-clear muna tayo. So, after nyong makasolve ng ganyan, no, mag-clear kayo. Kasi ang ginagawa ng calculator natin doon is nagra-round off siya ng sagot. So, which is ayaw natin yun. Okay? So, this type of problem lang kayo magsasay. Okay? So, kapag after yung problem na ganito, mag-all clear kayo ulit or mag-reset na naman kayo ng calculator. Paki-take note lang yun. Okay? So, punta na tayo sa next problem. Number 36. Ayan. So, try natin to. So, round 2.371 times 10 to the negative 8 to two significant digits or two significant figures. O, paano yan? So, mode or shift mode, 7, then 2. O, try natin dito sa Canon. So, shift mode, 7, then 2. Then type yung ating number. So, 2.371 times 10 to the negative 8. Then press natin yung equals. So 2.371 times 10 to the negative 8. Ayan. So yan yung lalabas na sagot, no? Letter. Okay, letter A. So mag-reset ulit kayo ng calculator para sa next problem. So punta na tayo sa next problem natin. Number 37. So what is the lowest common factor of 10 and 32? So anong ibig sabihin ng LCF or lowest common factor? So kunin lang natin yung factors dito ng 10 at saka 32. So we have 5 and 2. Then 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? So kukuha lang tayo ng common or lowest na common sa kanilang dalawa. Ano yung pinaka-common sa kanilang dalawa na pinaka-lowest? So, which is 2 times 2. Okay? Lowest common sa kanilang dalawa, which is 2. So, yun yung sagot. Or this is also the least common. So, maraming pangalan to eh. So, lowest common factor, lowest common divisor, or lowest common multiple. Pare-parehas lang yan. Okay. Next, the numbers 12 and 16 has the greatest common divisor, GCD. So, paano natin kukunin yan? Greatest na common sa kanilang dalawa. So, greatest common divisor or greatest common factor or GCF. Ano yung mga factors ng 12 at saka 16? So, this is 4 times 3 at saka 4 times 4. So, kunin lang natin yung pinakamalaki na common sa kanilang dalawa, greatest common among them. So, which is equal to 4. Letter B. Next tayo. So, introductory part for your problem solving. Okay? So, we have first, convert the following phrases into algebraic expression. So, dito, word by word tayong mag-aano dito, mag-translate ng worded problems into mathematical expression. So, ito yung kailangan ninyo kasi when we are dealing with board exam problems, lahat yun naka-words. Okay? So, you need to translate your problem solving into mathematical expression. Okay? So, yun yung challenge dito sa algebra all the way to your EE. Okay? So, sige, try natin. So, let x be the, let x, or sorry, let the number be x. Okay? So, x daw yung number natin. So, a number plus 3, so a number is x. Ipa-plus natin yan sa 3, so x plus 3. Next, 10 more than a number. Okay, so take note po, 10 more than. So kapag meron tayo ditong word na than, so i-ano lang natin, no, revert lang natin yung order. Okay? So when we say revert, pagbabalik ta rin lang natin yung order. So a number more than is plus, then 10. X plus 10. Okay? So pagbabalik ta rin lang natin sila. Next, the sum of a number and 5. When we say sum, addition, di ba? So therefore, pag-a-addin natin yung number, x at saka 5. So x plus 5. Next, the total of 6 and some number. Total meaning sum. And kapag sum, addition. So therefore, 6 plus and some number, this is also x. Okay? 6 plus x. Next, a number increased by 2. So increase meaning plus. So a number which is x increased, which is plus, by 2. So x plus 2. Okay? Next, 11 added to a number. So 11 added 2. So meaning plus to a number which is x. 11 plus x. Okay, next. A number minus 7. So number meaning x minus 7. Okay? So x minus 7. Next, 4 less than a number. So take note po, may than dito. Ibig sabihin, i-revert na naman natin yung order. So therefore, this will become x minus 4. Parang pangit. Yan. So x minus 4. Next, number 47. So the difference of a number and 3. So when we say difference, subtraction. Okay, subtraction. So therefore, this is x minus 3. Next, 9 less a number. So 9 less a number. So 9 less is minus. A number is x. So 9 minus x. Next, number 49. A number decreased by 12. So a number which is x decreased is minus, okay, by 12. So minus 12. So x minus 12. Next, number 50. Okay, kapag may subtracted from dito, katulad lang rin to ng done. Okay, so we will revert the order. So therefore, this will become 6, or sorry, x minus 6. So 6 subtracted from a number is x minus 6. Next, 8 times a number. So this is 8x, or 8 times x. Next, the product of 14 and a number. So kapag sinabing product, this is multiplication. So therefore, this is 14 times x. Next, twice a number or double a number. So this is 2x. Okay? Next, a number multiplied by negative 6. So x multiplied by negative 6 is also negative 6 times x. Next, 3/4 of a number. So that is 3/4 multiplied by x. Next, the quotient of a number and 7. So when we say quotient, this is the fraction or ratio. Okay? So that is a number over 7. So x over 7. Next, 10 divided by a number. So that is 10 divided by, so all over a number which is x. Next, the ratio of a number to 15. So ratio meaning quotient. When we say quotient, this is also fraction. So fraction. So x over 15. Next, the square of a number or a number squared. So this is x squared. Next, the cube of a number or a number cube, x cube. Okay? Next, 7 less than a number equals 10. So, take note po, may word na naman ditong than. Okay? So, therefore, this is x minus 7 equals 10. So, solve for x. So, therefore, x is equal to 17. Okay? Next, 3 times a number. So, 3 times x, 3 times a number is negative 6. So 3x is equal to negative 6. So therefore, x is equal to negative 2. Next, number 63. So 8 is the same as twice the number. 8 is equals, no? Same as twice the number. So that is 2 times x. So therefore, the answer is x equal to 4. 64. 12 added to a number yields 5. So 12 added to a number, meaning x, yields, that is equals, no? 5. So therefore, x now is equal to 5 minus 12, or that is negative 7. Then lastly, okay, yung mga basics natin dito, kailangan nating malaman rin, okay? So 9 less a number, so minus x, amounts to 20. So therefore, what is x now? 9 minus 20 is equal to x. So therefore, x now is equal to negative 11. Okay? So that ends your basic concepts in your algebra. So ang susunod natin dito is problem solving na. Okay? So sana marami kayo natutunan dito sa basic concepts natin in converting phrases into mathematical sentences. Okay?